Is my chemo treatment finally finished?
I bloody hope so.
Will you ring the bell with me?
Don't you dare.
What's next? Am I cured?
Does it look like it?
Or do I have to wait some more and face a robot with knives?
Danger, Will Robinson.
What? What? Come with me through the curtain of blurred colons and find out what's going on in my cancer chemo story. Welcome to the Tumour-tastic
Video diary number 40.
Hi, Skatz here.
I know who you are.
It's Friday, September the 20th, and welcome to Video Diary number 40 on Still Alive, where we don't like to die before we die, right? Not good for you. Perish the thought.
I'll perish you.
So, I think I've already given the answer to the first question. Is my treatment finished? Well, yes, it is. Happily, I had the last tablets yesterday morning, and I'll be asking you to join me in celebration and the ringing of the virtual bells together in just a few minutes.
And I'll be asking you to stop being a ponce.
In the meantime, while I'm giving you the rest of the update, get yourself a bell app from the App Store or whatever it's called if you're an Android sufferer.
No.
This isn't likely to be a long video this week. There's not a tremendous amount to tell you, really. And also, I'm a little bit hungover from a very enjoyable lunch with two lovely friends yesterday, which turned into a longer boozy session when I got home. Sorry, not sorry.
My head hurts.
Thank you so much to Hazel and Wally for an excellent day. Love you lots.
Ponce?
Speaking of which, it's so good to be out and about again, socialising and getting a bit more exercise. We ate at one of our favourite restaurants, which is in Compter's main plaza. It's the central hub of activity in the village. There were lots of people coming and going, which means we got to see plenty of other friends too and have a chat. There's nothing quite like it for raising the spirits even more.
You raise them up, I'll crush them.
Think I'll keep the spirits to a minimum today, though. Feeling a bit rough round the edges.
You ain't the only one.
After the meal, Liz and I popped into a little shop that sells jewellery and other lovely things. Liz has been searching for a nice wrist bangle, is that what they're called? Things that go around your wrists. She didn't find the right one, but we did find a couple of lovely colourful bowls and a pair of equally colourful gecko ornaments. Yes, that's to go with our collection that we're gathering in our front porch. They've become my favourite creatures. Well, apart from our dogs, of course. Minnie the dog likes the geckos too. She's always chasing them up the walls when she sees them. She'll never catch one, they're way too fast. I wouldn't want her to catch one anyway. They're great at keeping the flying insect population down.
I prefer the cockroaches.
Talking of eating, I'll be getting back to a better diet in the next few days. I've put on weight over the course of my treatment, and while that was mostly good for me in helping to fight the chemo side effects, it's time to get my body in a fitter and stronger state to face the upcoming operation. So it's back to low carb and intermittent fasting for me. That's worked very well in the past. And I need to give diabetes a very good kicking once again.
Oh, I thought you'd forgotten about me.
Now, quick reminder of what happens next in the cancer battle. I mentioned the operation, but before that I need to meet my surgeon, who will have met up with my oncologist and probably other oncologists and surgeons too. I think that's what they do, you know. I think they gather all of the latest case files and have a meeting once a week to work through them all together.
Bunch of murdering bastards.
Then they arrange consultations with the patients. So I should get a call from the hospital's admin team soon, hopefully, to set a date for the meeting with my surgeon. That's when he'll tell me the surgical plan and he'll book me in for the operation, which I'm going to make sure is after our son graduates at the beginning of November, because I want to be able to fly over for the ceremony. There's 5 of the family going, which meant we had a bit of a shock the other day when we found out only 2 of us will be able to have seats in the arena. They left that a bit late to announce it. We'd already booked all of the tickets and everything. The other 3 will have to be in another room where there's a monitor screen to watch it all happening, unless a few students don't have guests, in which case they'll hopefully allocate the free seats to us. I did send them a message, and I'm not sorry to say I played the cancer card.
Stop using me.
It didn't work though. Anyway, as far as the cancer journey is concerned, once again I'm at the waiting stage. At a guess, I'd say I'll get a call next week. I'm eager to know the scan results to see if the operation will be a simple snip and join together, or something more complicated. It's never quite as simple as that anyway, but an everyday kind of operation would be preferable, because that would mean that Freddie has shrunk enough to remove without leaving any bits of him behind. I was told my surgeon would be using robotics. I can't wait to see that.
I could wait a bit longer and you leave my bits alone.
In the meantime, let's celebrate the end of the chemo. It's felt like a long journey. I think this stage of IV chemo plus tablets has taken 17 weeks, if I've worked it out right. That would be 5 cycles of 3 weeks plus an extra wait for 2 weeks because my blood test results weren't good enough. I don't think there were any other delays there. So that's about 4 months then. Month? Put your other teeth in, Skatz. Anyway, feels like it was a lot longer. But I've made it through. Hooray! Liz filmed me ringing the bell, so get your apps ready to jingle, or your real bells if you have any. And if you could get somebody to video while you're ringing, then that would be awesome. And you can send your videos in to me and I'll compile them all and show them next week. Here goes then. Here's the video. Ding dong.
Shut it.
These are my final chemo tablets. I'm going to do it all in song. La la la. For I can't touch them, put them in the nose. Oh. I'm getting good at this. The popping of the tab. Empty. They've all been in the box like this. This is so handy. What did I get in this box?
It was the little teacups that I bought from Temu.
Yeah, and they just happen to be exactly the right to get 98 tablets each time every 3 weeks. So put that away in a minute. I've got my bell ready. It's just a picture of a bell, but it makes a shape. And I'm going to have one of my vitamin tablets as well. Multivitamins, which really helps my red blood cells and my white blood cells and everything else. And I think it's a good idea to keep taking them to do that. So here we go. I've stopped singing, but anyway, we'll take them all at once. Whoop. And that's it.
Yay! It's not ringing.
No, it's not ringing. You mean shine.com? I don't want shine on it.
Is it to turn the sound on? Yay!
Not very loud. Let's turn it up. Well, that was efficient. Then you've got to go like this. You've got to press this button, which doesn't work. And then it goes on to bells. Stop! Bell! Stop! And then you swipe it up because it doesn't. There we go.
You did it!
Bells. We're through.
We did it.
At last.
Yeah.
That's the end of the chemo. There, wasn't that fun and life-affirming?
No.
Although the one at the hospital was more emotional, this one feels like a proper end to the nasty chemicals. So thanks for sharing the love and joining in.
Ponce.
One more note before I go. Thanks for sending in some random words in the comments on the previous video. I still don't have quite enough words and phrases though to work with to make a song, so send in some more. Grab a book if you can't think of any and let it fall open at a page and let your eyes fall on some words. Or just look online and search for anything and see what words appear. Make it relevant if you can, but don't hold back if you find something irrelevant and irreverent, especially irreverent. I'll find a way of encouraging the words to sit together and be friends with each other.
Words are not people.
La! On that note, that's all for this week, but next week I'll be back and I'm sure I'll have plenty more to talk about. Thanks so much for continuing to follow my story and sharing your own experiences and sending those lovely messages of support and the words for the random song. Do that now. Tune in next Friday for another thrilling episode of
Robot Wars.
Keep your fingers and your toes crossed, you lovely people, and as always, raise your drinking receptacles with me. The toast is still alive.
They've all stopped joining in.
Let's all do the still alive dance.
Bollocks to that.